What we see here is a Diehl. I want to say it's from the late 20s, maybe very early 30s. 52-inch fan. Oil bath, of course, it's a nice antique. Has a 3-speed pullchain snap switch. It should have a c.late cover for it, but it broke. Somebody broke it. So, that's why you see the innards. Anyway, so here is the badge. I do like how Diehl say single phase, like 3-phase ceiling fans ever existed. While we're up here, you will also see a number on the iron. 15D means 15-degree blade pitch. Canopy is, of course, Bell. It's brass. Post-war, everything went back to brass. So, this fan, the blades are not original. This fan actually has a set of Delco blades attached to it. And you saw the irons on top. They're basically circles. That was a Delco thing. I think at some point two different fans got mixed up and the blades got swapped accidentally. So here we are. The blade irons that would have been on the Diehl blades were most likely stamped steel late in the production run of this fan. So, as you see here, it has a drain plug for the oil cup. Very cool. Makes transporting these things a hell of a lot easier. And it has a Harbor Breeze pole chain because fuck you! That's why. So, yeah, so I filled it up with SAE 30. Probably should do a little heavier. So I put about 3 ounces of oil into this thing. So evidently, oil capacity in this fan is a bit higher than in anything such as, say, an original. A Hunter original uses 2 ounces of oil. And this thing uses more. It's a thirsty boy. Anyway, let's see how this thing does. First to low. You can hear the buzz and also the furnace in the background. It is a speed it uses a coil for speeds, speed coil. Now, with coil-based controls, you never really get good speeds out of these things. They're never terribly slow. It's always fast, faster, and fastest. However, with this one, it's actually doing okay. You can hear the buzz of the transformer as well, or the speed coil on top of the motor. Yeah, this one really is more like a medium speed for any other rate normal fan. And of course it's moving a good amount of air because, 15-degree pitch. Wobble's not terrible. Yeah, the motor is a hybrid. The top plate is made out of cast iron. The bottom/side plate is made out of stamped steel. And the stator bolts to the top plate. It was Diehl's way of cutting costs without making a crappy product. Let's get a medium. And of course you see the arcing inside the switch. And of course you still hear the hum of the transformer, or rather buzz. Now it's essentially high speed for any normal fan. Get high. The motor shaft in the motor is worn out, so it needs heavy oil to compensate for that. So I think every time it rotates, it also torques a little bit. Because, there's magnetic flux when the rotor is not completely, perfectly aligned with the stator. So, like a normal antique, it hauls ass. Surprised? Not in the slightest bit. I picked this fan up at an antique shop on my way back from Fanimation back in the summer of 2019. Let's turn the coil down here. This antique shop had this thing for a while. I passed it in 2016. It was here. Went back 3 years ago. Still here. Just a broken Bakelite cover on the switch. So, so at this point, being flush with cash, I decided, what the hell, $75, fine. So I got it just for shits and giggles, and it's actually not a terrible fan. So, this is the first, it's not even a complete Diehl, it's the first real semi-complete Diehl I've had. So, yeah, we're going to do this one more time. Just a little bit of motor harmonics for you. Before we do that, let's go to the top of the motor. Now this is interesting. You see there are two set screws. Okay. One is for the down rod. And one, the lower one, that's for the motor shaft. Yeah, the motor shaft actually threads in to the motor, which means it's replaceable. So I could easily take this shaft to a machine shop, have them turn a new one, and have it plopped in. However, this is just a Diehl. Now, if you happen to have a Westinghouse Deluxe, okay, if you're a lucky bastard who has one that's nice and complete, right, the shaft in that one also threads out. It doesn't have a set screw, but it does thread out. Meaning, if I had to replace the shaft in either of these two, I'd go for the Deluxe, because it's definitely worth the machine shop money. But yeah, the shaft is replaceable. These Diehls are extremely easy to work on. So, I mean, yeah, good times. Unlike a lot of fans, which, especially today, which have no real user serviceable parts, yeah, it's a nice thing. Let's turn it straight to high. You can hear the cyclic flux buzz a little bit. And something is brushing against something, probably in the oil cup. It was worse when I first started it up, but now that the oil is actually getting through it, it's doing alright now. It's not so loud just upon startup. And let's coast down one more time. And there you have it. A 52-inch antique Diehl with Delco blades.